1, ground, clear. 2, Lima, Papa, Mike, Alpha. You publish departure procedures then, as filed. Climb, flight level 70, squawk 3227. Departure frequency 119er, decimal 2. NOTAM advisory. The pilot must assume responsibility for obstruction clearance when departing from this airport. Remain not less than 1,000 feet above or aside from terrain at all times. Remember to advise the controller when you can proceed on course.
Cleared to Lima, Papa, Mike, Alpha. Via published departure procedures then, as filed. Climb, flight level 70, squawk 3227. Departure 119er, decimal 2. We'll tell him when we're on course. November 101. Ground, November 101 is with you at 5. Request taxi.
November 101, ground, taxi holding point, runway 05, QNH 1013.
Runway 05, QNH 1013, November 101. Ground, November 101, request runway 05.
November 101, ground, taxi holding point, runway 05.
Runway 05, November 101.
Zero, 1, tower, runway 05, line up and wait.
Runway 05, roger, November 101.
1, winds 035 at 12, runway 05, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, November 101.
Set takeoff.
Tower, Binter 3449er, mile, final, runway 05.
Binter 344, tower, winds 035 at 12.
Roger, Binter 344.
SATA 430-er, miles, final, runway 05.
SATA 430, tower, winds 035 at 12.
Roger, SATA 430.
Gear up. Set METO power.
Condor 902, tower, runway 05, line up and wait.
Runway 05, roger, Condor 902.
Set climb power.
November 101, contact departure 119er, decimal 2.
Over to departure, 119er, decimal 2.
Set cruise power.
Departure, November 101 is with you, leaving 1,300 feet, 4, flight level 70.
November 101, departure, radar contact, and just let me know when you can proceed on course.
November 101.
So thank you for joining me on this historic flight in the Catalina, PBY. We're going to fly around Madeira, following the coast, and then head out to Porto Santo and return and be home before dark. We're using Rex Essentials Plus HD and the setting is real world weather. I have filed a departure procedure with no altitude restrictions, so that gives us some artistic license to circumnavigate the island before we can tell ATC that we're back on course. Hope you enjoy. I have Rex set up to produce icing in cloud, so we will be needing the carburetor heat with these old twin Wasp radial engines. We have got to manage the engines in this simulated aircraft. It's very critical. Engine management aside, it's a very stable aircraft to fly and an absolute joy. provided that you're not in a hurry to get anywhere. It also copes very well with Rex winds and turbulence, as you will see.
50 Condor 902 radar contact, fly flight level 150, fly heading 040 degrees,
Climb flight level 150, fly heading 040 degrees, Condor 902.
So I have two Pratt & Whitney Twin Wasp R1830 radials, 14 cylinders and 2 banks of 7. 70 years ago the engineers fitted an early automatic mixture control system. Basically has 3 positions: start up, rich and lean. Provided you set the right settings, the engine mixture tends to look after itself. The most important thing that we're monitoring is carburetor heat. If the carbs start to freeze up, your engines will stop. And the carburetor heating system is a subject to an entire manual, or certainly an entire video. Despite the addition of the modern avionics on this aircraft, we're still flying a 70-year-old airplane, and the top speed is only 95 knots, so we don't go anywhere quickly, but we go there with an awful lot of style, and we can enjoy the view. With our maximum fuel load, we've also got a range of around 1,000 miles. That's quite something for a 70-year-old aircraft. It's best to maintain the carburetor air temperature above 32 degrees C in any possible icing conditions, such as Rex is giving us in these clouds. This prevents the build-up of ice. It will keep the air in the venturi above 10 degrees C, as the temperature can drop 20 degrees C because of decompression. When ice starts to build up, engine power will drop, and as I've said, the engines will stop. If carburetor air temp is getting too high, the engine will also lose power because hot air contains less oxygen. So you've got to keep the carburetor air temperature between 32 and 50.
Clear of traffic, resume on navigation.
Also modelled is cylinder head temperature overheat. When the top of the cylinder is overheating, a lot of parts will fail. Spark plugs, valves, even the cylinder itself can deform or fail. More likely, however, is the premature ignition of the fuel-air mixture. This will also abruptly reduce your power, and it will also cause serious damage.
30, clear of traffic, resume on navigation.
Resume on navigation, SATA 430,
Condor 902, clear of traffic, resume on navigation.
Resume on navigation, Condor 902.
So overheating starts to get serious about 260 degrees centigrade. The exact value depends on how fast the cylinder head temperature is increasing. The faster it warms up, the sooner the engine will fail. Cylinder head temperature we keep within limits by the use of the cowl flaps that you see me actuate already. These augment the normal cooling mechanisms. The onset of overheat is recognised again by a quick drop in engine performance. If the cylinder head temperature can be forced down before the engine fails, then the engine power can be restored, but you've not got a lot of time. Now, like the Mustang, this aircraft also models the advanced icing of the structure itself, wings and control surfaces. So we've got to keep an eye on the temperature gauge and the outside of the wings. The icing in the carburetor and the pickup tube normally starts before structural icing.
Transavia 591, clear of traffic, resume on navigation.
Resume on navigation, Transavia 591.
132.25.
Lisbon Control 132.25, Condor 902.
Yet another thing that is modelled in the cat is foul spark plugs. If RPM is kept under 1000 RPM for a long period of time, your plugs will foul. So it's a good idea to keep your RPM up. This will burn off any residue that's left on the spark plug. They also model shock cooling, a situation where rapid cooling arises on descent at idle power. In this condition, the engine is producing much less heat. The shock cooling is a real danger to older engines. As we descend and the plane's airspeed increases, we get a simultaneous increase in the cooling rate of the engine. Parts of the engine will cool at different rates. As the metal gets stressed, they may fail. cylinder head and valves. The most likely problem we would have running into this problem is a full power climb with high cylinder head temps into a very cold air layer, directly followed by an idle descent through the same layer. So again, it's just a case of keeping your eye on the cylinder head temperature. So a lot of failures have been modelled. You certainly feel that you're back in a 1940s military cockpit. Hope you enjoy the flight. Although it's the end of November, as you can see in Madeira, we don't have a problem with excessive rainfall or freezing cold temperatures. And a very scenic place to fly. West Madeira, Contact the ATC. Typical of an island.
November 101.
November 101, traffic 1 to 2 o'clock, 2 miles, northeast bound, SATA ATP at 2000 feet.
November 101.
30, clear of traffic, resume on navigation.
Resume on navigation. SATA 430. Departure Kestrel 7051 is with you, leaving 5,800 feet for flight level 150.
Kestrel 7051, radar contact, climb flight level 150, fly heading 025.
Climb flight level 150, fly heading 025, Kestrel 7051.
Regulations say we have to be more than 200 metres from any ship that's at anchor. You have your commercial ticket. You could advertise fare-paying passengers off the ship and give them a flight round Madeira. How about that? comes off the water, the tendency for the nose to pitch and fracture due to loss of drag from the hull. The real cat that floats lifted electrically with electric motors. Only the gear are on hydraulic system. I'll now tell ATC that we're back on course after our site departure trip.
Departure November 101. We're back on course.
November 101. Roger. Thank you.
At least he didn't say where we've been for the past 30 minutes. Sightseeing, we're out.
1,800 feet. 4. Flight level 150.
Winter 419. Radar contact. Climb flight level 15.
You've stayed with the film so far, you're about to be rewarded with some direct sunset textures. I've used an editor's cut here of about 10 minutes. The sun is starting to set now and we've got a real world weather change.
Cruza 5.000 a 2 minutos para Catiri. Já visual para Catiri? 100%. Chama aquela torre 118 decimal 9, hein? 18 horas, boa tarde. Está passando do nível 100 para o 90. Afirmativo no 7. Atingido 90, mantém a altitude mínima do setor, tem início em mais 8 milhas do flex. Autorizado em rota, Cascavel direto, subindo para 200, aguarde transferência de comunicações. Pode manter pro 255 aí, só pra gente não ficar tão em cima do marcador, tá certo? Desça para 0255, situação de vigilância. Ótimo, 255, 075. Por agora no complexo final com a torre 118, 55, boa noite. 855, obrigado.
A 270, vetores para sequenciamento, sinal ILS, tráfego à sua frente 11 milhas, aeronave da TAM, descendo para 75 na escuta. O limite dessa proa é a marcação 60 do GIS, ok?
Afirmativo, na proa 270, desce para 075, o limite é 160 do GIS. Chega 075, o vale 2796.
Positivo, continue até 5200, 1018, transição 65, 2790.
Ciente para 5200 com 1018.
Positivo.
So we'll reach your radios to Funchal 112-30. NDB Funchal is 318.
Uma torre 118, 55, boa noite.
255, obrigado.
Então no rumo da Caxeri, 300 km, desça por 80, está em contato radar vigilância. Varig 2796, curva esquerda, proa 180 para o localizador, distância 4 milhas e meia norte do externo, redução de...
3331 até 5.000 pés, completando pelo glide, faça satisfação. Completa pelo lugar de 5 views under restricted. Vamos lá.
And yes, I did have a little bit of fun and games with the carburetor heat. As you can see, I've got the carburetor heat on now. See the two red warning lights.
Madeira, sinal 0.
Curitiba, boa tarde, igual na 740, quem tem informação?
090, acione a identificação.
Verificou até 090, igual na 740.
Foi 17, dá uma boa tarde. Uno 740, 30 em uma milha da nordeste de Curitiba, detonação chave 1, direita proa 265.
Direita 265, igual na 740.
Curitiba, VASP 4280.
80, vigilância radar, subida Paranaguá.
Paranaguá, vigilância, tchau.
Nível 70.
070, igual na 740.
Approach November 101. Request the full VOR. Runway 05. Approach.
November 101. When able, maintain 4,500 feet until the initial cleared. The full VOR. Runway 05. Approach QNH 1013.
Roger, 4,500 feet until established. Cleared the full VOR. Runway 05. Approach November 101.
P4280, chame centro 1237. Controle de Curitiba 3087 da frente. 3087, vigilância, subida Vega. Esquerda 180 para o localizador.
Esquerda 180 para o localizador.
Altimeter check.
Mixture to Ridge.
013, complete aproximação, chame a torre 11855.
Certo.
Exatamente, foi devido a um CD, a visibilidade reduziu bastante, mas já está bem melhor agora.
A gente pode confirmar o vento?
80 graus 29. Grato. US 7751, descend to 5000. Descend to 5000, US 7751. Bravo Índia, retornando, confirme. Retornando. Gente, aguarde a transferência. Retornando, Bravo Índia.
Approach November 101. Request runway 05.
November 101. Approach. Expect vectors to the runway 05.
November 101. Visual on the field.
November 101 cleared. Visual approach. Contact tower 118.1.
Cleared visual approach. Tower on 118.1 November 101.
Controle Curitiba 095, boa tarde, para passar agora com a enquete decola.
Tower November 101 is with you.
November 101 tower, winds 035 at 16. November 101 cleared to land.
Roger, November 101 cleared to land. November 101.
Get out.
Ground, November 009, Hotel, November, wait, Romeo, request. Ground, November 009, Hotel, November, request taxi.
November 009 Hotel, November, ground, taxi holding point, runway 36, QNH 1013.
Runway 36, QNH 1013, November 009, Hotel, November.
On 118.1. Ground, November 101 at Juliet 7.
November 101, ground. Next time stay on tower's frequency until you're off the axis. Tells you that for a perk. Taxi to the ramp.
Taxi to the ramp, roger, November 101.
We did stay on frequency. Did you change the frequency? I didn't. Well, she got in a real snit there, didn't she? Must have been the end of a long day. There's no need to take it out on us aviators. Never mind.
Runway 05, line up and wait.
Runway 05, roger, SATA 431.
Anyway, hope you enjoyed the flight in our 70-year-old PBY Catalina. It's a scenic flight, and as such meant to be enjoyed nice and slowly, which is what this old aircraft does expertly well. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Happy flying. Magnetos off.